Hi, this is Gemma from Californian Pets. Today we are at the Sacramento Reptile Show, and let's go check things out.
This is the mossy prehensile-tailed gecko, also known as Monaro gecko kahua. There's two species in the genus. The other species is Monaro gecko yalu. And then there's two forms for the mainland. Kahua, there's two kind of like localities right now.
Okay.
There's the Pine Island form, which is this one here. They are typically a little larger, and then they can vary in color a little bit.
Yeah.
Many highly desired Pine Island ones have a nice white collar on their neck.
Okay.
The mainland ones, they're kind of a darker
So like
color.
these guys?
Yeah. These are a little darker, and then they tend to be a little cheaper in price, and they're morphologically, they're just a little smaller.
Okay. So is there care similar to like gargoyles and like crested geckos where you feed them like Pangea or Apache?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
pretty much exactly the same care. I provide UVB light for my adult breeders and my
Okay.
females, just because it's generally good at practice to provide UVB light for your reptiles, but super easy care. I use Pangea breeder formula in apricot. Feed it every other day, mist them with water once a day.
Yeah.
That's about it. I supplement with crickets and dubia roaches.
Okay, cool. So
for
do you
feeding.
like gut load them before you feed them just
Yeah.
for that extra calcium and everything?
Yeah, they get gut loaded, but then I also just feed my roachit colony like really healthy foods like
Yeah.
greens, vegetables, fruits.
Yeah. Awesome. They're super cool.
Good.
It's nice seeing like a different type of gecko besides the usual crested geckos and stuff like that. It's cool to show that there's different varieties that you can have if you're not like suiting, like if you don't want something like it's just a crested.
Yeah.
They're super cool. All right. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
So first of all, what's your company called?
CN Snakes.
CN Snakes? Okay.
We're out of Roseville, California.
Roseville? Cool. So, I guess what made you pick the certain snakes that you did? I've noticed you have a lot with like humidity and stuff like that, like the blood pythons, the boas. and
My
balls?
snake keeping has evolved over the years. Years
Yeah.
ago, I had a little bit of everything. I started to consolidate down into species that have similar characteristics. That makes it easier to take care of. So
Yeah.
a bunch of different species, 20 different care needs. So that's why I got into the boas and the balls. And I did balls for a long time, and I started getting into the bigger snakes, the boas and the blood pythons, which get considerably larger.
Yeah.
I can't tell you why I like the bigger snakes. They're just the robust. They're very, 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 very good looking. This particular snake here is interesting. This is an IMG
Yeah.
called Increasing Melanin Genetics. This snake will eventually be all black. The black spots, as it sheds, this black spots get closer and closer together until it turns all black.
Okay.
And this is also an IMG. That one will be completely black. So these are very sought after boas, hence therefore the high prices.
Yeah.
The age,
Yeah.
and the first snake I built was bred was a milk snake.
A milk snake?
And I just got hooked on it from there, and I'm doing it for about 20 years now.
So do you prefer these guys over than like larger colubrids or anything like that?
I used to do a lot of colubrids, but I prefer the boids. It's just my
Yeah.
preference. Colubrids are awesome, but you can only have so much room in my snake room, so I have to limit myself. So I stick to the species that I prefer.
Can I hold one to show me?
As soon as I'm done with the interview.
All right. I guess so. Do you have like a favorite out of the two? What would you like? I guess recommend as like a starter?
Ball python.
Ball python.
The number one most widely kept snake in the world for a lot of reasons. They don't get very big. They never threaten human life. They breed well in captivity. They're easy to take care of, and they're long lived, 40, 50 years.
Okay.
That's
So
why everybody here in the show has ball python.
yeah, we've noticed. So if you were to recommend a step up, would you recommend the boa or the blood python?
Blood pythons have a bad reputation because years ago they were all wild-caught imports, so they had a reputation of being nasty. These have been bred domestically for decades now, and they're just as mellow, if not more mellow, than a ball python, but they get a little bigger. Very robust snake, get about 4 feet,
Yeah.
big and fat. Then you move to something like this, the boas, you're talking about 8 to 10 feet.
More
Substantial.
lean, yeah.
But also very mellow, easy-going snakes.
So it kind of depends if you want to kind of take on a more thick snake or more of like a long in length kind of.
Yeah, boids tend to be heavier bodied. They tend to be bigger but heavier bodied. Colubrids are more slender. They're different snakes altogether. Boids are much more, what's the word I'm looking for? Colubrids are more evolved.
Yeah.
They have one lung. Boids still have 2 lungs, even though they only use one.
Really?
And if you look at the back of their tails, I'll show you something right here. All boas have this. You can see right there, see they'll be like
Yeah.
horns. That's what's left of them evolving from lizards. That's left of their feet, their
Huh.
hind legs.
That's so cool. I didn't know that.
And so boas are much more primitive than pythons. They haven't
So
quite
they're
evolved.
more old aged.
They haven't evolved as much. And that's what
That's so cool.
Those little. It's hard to see there, but those little hooks. And they use those in breeding. The males will take that and tickle the female with that little thing to get her
Yeah.
stimulated.
That's so cool.
And one other thing different about boas. If you look at this boa here, he has no holes in his nose,
Yeah, no hit.
no heat pits. That's how you can tell a boa from a python. Pythons all have heat pits.
That's so cool. Thank you so much for talking to us.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming and having me.
No
Sit at
problem.
my table.
All right, so that was the Sacramento Reptile Show. I didn't come out without buying anything, but there'll be a video on her later. We saw some great things, found out different species, and I can't wait to come back next year. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.